Welcome to a special year-end edition of Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. 2022 is the first year in which the local motorsports season got back on track, literally. Back on real tracks for a full season are various grassroots racing series on dirt courses and circuits in Batangas, Clark, Subic, and on the grounds of Robinson's parking lots in the metro and the provinces, and various other temporary courses. With the blessings of health authorities, as well as the Automobile Association of the Philippines, many more racing series were established and run for two-wheelers and four-wheelers. Some were established to help local racers hone their skills to eventually participate in and be competitive in international competition.
To be sure, virtual racing remains a thing in 2022 after its popularity grew in the first 2 years of the pandemic. Stay tuned. We'll review the year that was in motoring getting back on track with races and happenings we covered as they happened per quarter.
This Motoring Today year-end special episode is brought to you by Prudential Guarantee, Suzuki Philippines, and Toyota Motor Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies Motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Welcome back to our year-end special, the year that was for motorsports with restrictions further eased. While the AAP and race organizers began preparing for a full season of local motorsports finally happening with health restrictions further eased, our local heroes are campaigning in international e-racing competitions.
The 2022 motorsports season of our hometown heroes began with Inigo Anton and Alex Nocom representing the Philippines in the Southeast Asia Esports Championship. Inigo Anton finished a respectable 5th in one of his first forays in international sim races, while Alex Nocom ended up 9th in the individual drivers' championship. Anton and Nocom teamed up to finish 2nd in the team championship won by the Team Malaysia, with Team Indonesia ending up 3rd. Inigo Anton joined a team of Southeast Asian e-motorsports pros that earned a 4th place finish at the Le Mans virtual race. Anton was part of Team Axel Sports, the only Southeast Asian team competing in the e-endurance race in which 50 teams and 200 international drivers competed, including the likes of reigning F1 champion Max Verstappen, former F1 champion Juan Pablo Montoya, and IndyCar 2021 champion Alex Palou. Local motorsports organizers, racing circuit owners and operators, and other stakeholders met with Automobile Association Philippines Motorsports to discuss plans for the 2022 motorsports season. Dubbed as the 2022 Motorsports Season Alignment Meeting, the discussions were held online and were participated in by Ivan Isada and Jahan Kalam of AAP Motorsport, officials of Batangas Racing Circuit, Clark International Speedway, and Kart Plaza, Eileen Urgelias and Ferdy Ong of Tuason Racing, and Danny Santiago of Philippine Autocross Championship Series. At this point, it was still unsure if a full season could happen, absent concrete guidance from health authorities. Tuason Racing aired plans to organize more virtual and live races in 2022. Tuason Racing CEO JP Tuason plans to focus on growing e-sport racing as another career path for Filipino would-be racers. After learning to hold on-track racing safely under pandemic restrictions, Tuason Racing will also hold races on real circuits. Tuason Racing believes hybrid racing events, on-track races streamed online, will become the trend in 2022. Early in 2022, racing weekends are planned. An event called the Full Throttle Weekend will combine the Clubman Racing Series and the Tuge Battle on weekends of racing at either the Batangas Racing Circuit or the Clark International Speedway. Among the highlights of Full Throttle Weekend is the time attack competition as well as race clinics. Automobile Association Philippines revived the Motorsports Development Program funded by an FIA grant. The MSDP aims to empower organizers, instructors, and drivers, strengthen them through new ways of teaching and coaching, and give them confidence in running their own local race competitions. In the first quarter of 2022, MSDP events were held in Cebu on February 26 to 27 and in Iloilo on March 5 and 6.
The first quarter of 2022 was more about our local motorsports stars doing well in regional e-racing competition. Please stay with us when we return after this break. Grassroots racing gets back on track.
This Motoring Today year-end special episode is brought to you by Prudential Guarantee, Suzuki Philippines, and Toyota Motor Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies Motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Welcome back to the year that was when local motorsports returned to a full season of racing. The second quarter of the year saw slalom, autocross, and rallycross flag off their respective seasons.
The 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series got off to a hot start at the Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga, with Pawi Base of PMMS Rennsport edging multiple Slalom King titleist Milo Rivera for the overall best time of day. Third fastest overall was Estefano Rivera, dropping Ron Yuzon down to 4th and Rod Chang down to 5th. Dr. JP Polintan ruled the novice class ahead of Austin Sarmiento in 2nd and July Johnson a far 3rd. Pawi Base Racing continued his great start to the 2022 slalom season, again going fastest overall, which was good to also win the front wheel category. Estefano Rivera came in 2nd overall in a cloudy and rainy weekend of racing at Robinson Antipolo. Richard Gallardo was 3rd, Rod Chang and JP Polintan in 5th. Going 5th overall meant JP Polintan was quickest among novices, besting Alfie Binz in 2nd and July Johnson in 3rd. Pawi Base made it 3 in a row in the 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series, again going fastest overall and also winning the front wheel class. Estefano Rivera was again best of the rest, setting the 2nd fastest time on the slalom course at Robinson's Antipolo. This time it's Rod Chang who came in 3rd fastest, relegating Richard Gallardo to 4th. Dr. JP Polintan again was the quickest novice while setting the 5th fastest time, dropping down to 2nd fellow novice Sofia Munoz, who was 6th fastest overall. We caught up with the 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship at its 3rd round held in the R33 Drift Track in San Simon, Pampanga. Richard Gallardo ruled the 3rd round after earlier coming in 2nd at the 2nd round held at the Batangas Racing Circuit. Coming in 2nd overall in the 3rd round was Benedict Perico, also an improvement over his 5th place finish in the previous round. Joren Hill Umali ended up 3rd in the 2nd round. Jen Colina was 4th with Martina Sofia Munoz in 5th. Umali was the best novice in the round with Sofia Munoz in 2nd. Rounding out the top 5 drivers in the novice category are Arnold Javier 3rd, Romel Aguilera 4th, and Zmilion Chua 5th. Estefano Rivera broke Paui Base's 3-round win streak, setting the best overall time of day at the 4th leg of the 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series held at Robinson's Star Mills. Rivera was also quickest in the front wheel category. Paui Base came in second in a closely fought 3-man battle for top spot in the round, along with Rod Chang. The top 3 times were separated by less than a second. Richard Gallardo finished just outside of the overall podium. Joseph Ortega of Ponga Racing Team was quickest in the rear wheel production category, with Austin Sarmiento second in class. In the novice category, July Dionson of Stage 1 Racing Team was fastest overall. Austin Sarmiento was second, and Ren Salenga third. Estefano Rivera made it to 2 in a row, again besting Paui Base in another thrilling mano-a-mano at the 5th round of the 2022 National Slalom Series held at Robinson Santa Rosa. Base again finished in second overall, with Rod Chang coming in third. Joseph Ortega of Ponga Racing Team continued his dominance of the rear wheel production class, turning in the quickest time in the segment. Dr. JP Polentan emerged as the novice overall champion, relegating July Dionson to second. The 2022 Philippine Rallycross Series got off to a searing start with round 1 at the Driftwoods Action Park in Indang, Cavite. Milo Rivera set the pace in Group 1 for cars powered by 1300cc and below engines, with Kaloy Galica in second and Teddy Galang in third. Gerald Lloyd topped both Groups 2 for cars powered by 1300cc to 1600cc engines, and 3 for powered by 1601cc to 1900cc engines. Paul Santos came in second in Group 2 ahead of Milo Rivera in third. Pee-wee Mendiola had the second best time in Group 3, with Paul Santos coming in third. Boric edged Paul Santos in Group 4 competition for cars powered by 1901cc. Patrick Nang ruled the open class despite missing a third run. Nixon Bollozos recorded the best total time in the UV class. Patrick Nang just needed 2 time runs to top the AWD class. Paulo Villarta ended up first, second, and third respectively. Louis Camacho suffered a DNF but still had the best total time in the pickup class. The inaugural season of the Manila Sports Car Club Miata Spec Series flagged off at the Clark International Speedway, with Alan Uy recording the first victory. Driving car number 99, Uy handily won race 1, crossing the finish line more than 4 seconds ahead of Paul Henderson Perez on car number 77. Third was Angie King in car number 12. Uy also won race 2 this time, with Angie King in second, and Juna Turalba coming in third on board car number 8. Round 2 of the Philippine Rallycross Series saw more rallycross enthusiasts coming in to compete and spectate at its Clark Global City venue. Noli Tino emerged quickest in Group 1, with Choi Mabunay ending up in second ahead of JP Polentan in third. Group 2 saw Pee-wee Mendiola besting Paul Santos for first place, with JP Polentan also ending up third. Pee-wee Mendiola made it a brace of wins in round 2 with a Group 3 victory, dropping Boric Falion down to second, with Marvin J. Susara salvaging third. Paulo Santos ruled Group 4. Patrick Nang dominated the open class. Mon de Mapilis won a fierce duel with Louis Camacho to rule the UV class. Louis Camacho turned the tables on Mon de Mapilis in the pickup class, earning top honors. Paulo Santos also had a brace of wins in round 2 after ruling the AWD class. E.Z. Ligaya topped the RWD class.
The second quarter was certainly a busy but happy time for our weekend warriors, finally getting their thirst for racing sated. There are more reasons to stay with us after the break. Rally Sprint and the Vios Cup get to start their own season of exciting rounds. This Motoring Today year-end special episode is brought to you by Prudential Guarantee, Suzuki Philippines, and Toyota Motor Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies Motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Life comes at you fast. If you're brave enough, drive right back at it. Brave the big city or the great outdoors. Brave the carpool or the extra cargo. Brave the unexpected with Honda Sensing. Brave the long road with fuel efficiency to reach your destination. The all-new Honda BRV. Brave the next level.
Welcome back to our year-end special, the year that was in motorsports, with spectators back on the tracks. The third quarter sees the return of more motorsports disciplines, and more spectators allowed to spectate live on tracks and courses.
The 2022 Rally Sprint Series flagged off with a nighttime rally at Subic Freeport with 18 of 20 registered teams starting the three-leg season. After completing 5 special stages that totaled 25 kilometers, the driver-navigator tandem of Tino Miranda in the number 16 Toyota Corolla topped Group 1. The tandem of Cruz and Ramiscal in the number 14 Toyota Vios came in second, and Team Barancheda in the number 6 Toyota Corolla came in third. The team of King Alquilos in the number 8 Toyota Vitz topped Group 2 with Team Santos Celanes in the number 12 Honda Civic in second place and Team Isada Buen Consejo in the number 11 Toyota Corolla in third. The team of Camacho San Diego in the number 19 Toyota Corolla ruled Group 3. Team Di Mapilis Lao in the number 3 Mitsubishi Lancer placed second and Team Asuncion Galang in the number 17 Proton Wira was third. Group 4 saw only Team Magno Oliveros in the number 13 BMW E36 completing all of the stages. Team Galan Panahon in the number 10 BMW E46 edged out Team Urian Querido in the number 18 Toyota Corolla for top honors in the open category. The 2022 Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup brought back the excitement of one-make racing to the Clark International Speedway, and with spectators now allowed on the stands. Julia de los Angeles of the TSJ Oppingers Racing Team claimed the first victory in the promotional class. Ian Rosales climbed up to first in race 2. Alain Alonso got back on the podium, finishing first in the promotional class in race 3. In the sporting class, Joaquin Garrido of Toyota Otis Oppingers Racing Team drew first blood with a victory in race 1 and again finished first in race 2. Troy Montero of Toyota Gazoo Racing PH asserted himself in race 3 to win his first race of the 2022 TGR Vios Cup. John Dizon of Oppingers Racing Team ruled race 1 in the super sporting class, chased across the finish line by Inigo Anton of Toyota North EDSA Oppingers Racing Team. Daryl De Leon of Toyota Marilao Oppingers Racing Team was third. Gerald Bloy of the R Racing Team topped race 2 of the super sporting class, with Red Diwa of JBT Racing Toyota Isabela claiming second ahead of Inigo Anton in third. John Dizon got back on top of the podium in race 3 with Inigo Anton and Daryl De Leon also back in second and third respectively. The 2022 TGR Vios Cup also featured an invitational autocross competition among celebrities and members of media, which now have 2 classes, promotional and sporting. Quickest in the promotional class of the celebrity autocross competition was Benedict Cua. Pablo Salapantan turned in the fastest time among the newbies in the media autocross competition. Gino Quillamor ruled the sporting class in the celebrity autocross. Jan Lacuna, Roy Robles, and Kevin Francisco make up the podium of the media autocross sporting class, first, second, and third respectively. Round 3 of the 2022 Philippine Rallycross Series drew a bigger field of entries to Clark Global City grounds. JP Polentan topped Group 1, relegating Noli Tino to second and Zoe Lau to third in Round 3, a day stage. Pee-wee Mendiola ruled Group 2, edging out Paul Santos and JP Polentan, who ended up second and third respectively. Paul Santos landed on top of Group 3, dropping Pee-wee Mendiola to second and Borek Fallored to third. PB Mendiola ruled Group 4. Borek Fallorin improved to second, finishing ahead of Andre Tan in third. Paulo Santos topped the open class. Luis Camacho was best in the UV and AWD class and pickup class, while Paulo Villarta was quickest in the RWD class. Organizers of the 2022 Philippine Rally Cross Series released the championship point standings after 4 rounds. Noli Tino leads in Group 1 with 80.5 points. PB Mendiola topped Group 2 with 99.5 points. Group 3 has Paul Santos on top with 89.5 points. Paul Santos also leads Group 4 with 92.5. Another Santos, Paulo, rules the open category with 98.5 points. Mon Dimopili sits on top of the UV standings with 88. Paulo Santos and Luis Camacho are tied in the points with 77.5 in the AWD class. Paulo Villarta topped the RWD class with 105.5 points, while Luis Camacho is in solo lead of the pickup category with 112.5 points. Ryan C. outfought Joshua David Marquez in a fierce duel for top honors in the junior class in round 2 of the 2022 ROK GP Super Karting Series held at the Clark International Speedway karting track. Joining the duo on the podium was Bernardo Scorpino. Round 3 was also held on the same race day. This time it was Danzel Waitan and Bernardino Corpino who dueled for the win, with Waitan coming out on top. Coming in a close third was second round winner Ryan C. Gabriel Cara ruled the ROK Senior Master Veteran Round 2 final race, crossing the finish line after 16 laps ahead of Manuel Rafael Caceres in P2. Shania Quinones ended up third. Miguel Quinones topped the qualifying heat of round 3, handily winning the ROK Master Veteran race ahead of Junji Natori in second and Manuel Rafael Caceres in third. In the final heat of round 3, Miguel Quinones dominated the ROK Master Veteran race, crossing the finish line more than 4 seconds ahead of Gabriel Carag, who pipped Junji Natori in third. Richard Gallardo set the fastest overall cumulative time from tracks A and B at the 5th round of the 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship Series held at the Inares Center in Antipolo City. Ron Zuzon was a close second, while James Matthew Hizon was farther down in third place. Rounding out the top 5 overall were Alfie Binz and Martina Sofia Munoz. Richard Gallardo also topped the open category, with Ron Zuzon back in second and Rod Chang joining them on the podium in third. Alfie Binz ended up fourth, with James Matthew Hizon owning fifth. James Matthew Hizon was quickest among novices in round 5. Martina Sofia Munoz was second. Rounding out the top 5 among novices are Smilyon Chua in third, Jose Carlos Ocampo fourth, and Jobert Go fifth. Organized two-wheel drag racing returned in 2022 in a big way. Pinas Drag Race Organizer held 3 days of exciting two-wheel competition at a makeshift drag race trip at the Polaris Industrial Estate in Baliwag, Bulacan. Day 1 saw Mark Jensen Marzan ruling the 59 all-stock category. Velang Campit topped the Drag Queen category title. Jacob Pascual topped the 59 power category, as well as the Jacob CVT 155 category. Mark Gerson Marzan got back on top in the 4V category. Day 2 saw Carl Daraya rule the JOG DIO 50cc category. The scooter 70 to 77cc was topped by Ralph Arvin Palakpan. Jervy de la Cruz ruled the JOG 90 to 95cc SB category. Kenneth Crystal was best in the DIO 90 to 95cc category. Charlie Arceo earned top honors in the 2T Open Scooter category. Day 3 saw familiar faces back in podium finishes. Jervy de la Cruz ruled the PCC category. Angelo Apparati topped the 25G category, as well as the PCT China 150 category. Mark Gerson Marsan was back as champion in the Open Mix category. Ron Zuzon set the pace at the 6th Luzon round of the 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship Series held at the Robinsons Mall in Santa Rosa, Laguna. Richard Gallardo came in a very close second. Martina Sofia Munoz was third. Rounding out the top 5 overall are Jen Colina in 4th and Nat Mendoza in 5th. Ron's Yuzon also topped the open category, again relegating Richard Gallardo down to second. Rounding out the top 5 in the open category are Benedict Perico 3rd, Owen Silva 4th, and Joren Hill Umali 5th. Joren Hill Umali topped the novice category with Martina Sofia Munoz in 2nd and Jeremy Balalio 3rd. 4th and 5th respectively in the novice category are Jobert Go and Rain Acejas. The competition heats up in round 6 of the 2022 Philippine Rallycross Series. Less than 3 seconds separated the top 3 cumulative times in class or Group 1, with Noli Tino coming out on top, Kaloy Kalika in 2nd, and Choi Mabunay in 3rd. Paul Santos dominated Group 2 racing. PB Mendiola scored a brace with wins in Group 3 and 4. DJ De Guzman ruled the open class while Mondi Mapilis bested Luis Camacho in the UV class with DJ De Guzman coming in 3rd. Luis Camacho then turned the tables on Mondi Mapilis in the AWD class competition. Luis Camacho accomplished the same in the pickup class. Paulo Villarta topped the rear-wheel drive class. Inigo Anton Racing for Motul dominated the opening round of the 2022 Sea Oil Radical Challenge, winning all 3 races held at the Clark International Speedway. Joining him on the Race 1 and Race 2 podiums were Stefan Ramirez of N Sports Scuderia Ramirez in 2nd and Mark Bumgarner of OTR Motorsports in 3rd. Stefan Ramirez dropped down to 4th in Race 2, supplanted by Jason Chuachoy of Trackhose, with Mark Bumgarner back again on the podium in 3rd. The first round of the 2022 Clean Fuel Motocross Series drew a total of 145 entries competing in 16 categories to the Clean Fuel Motocross Park in Selang, Cavite. Multi-titled motocross champion Jolet Howe showed top form in winning the premium category, the Veterans Expert class. Benji Bukak also competed in the Veterans B class, topping the category. Other category winners in the first round of the Motocross Invitational Series were Jared Kainer Pumaren in the 50cc Junior KSA class, Draymond Principe in the 50cc Starter Shaft Drive single-speed class, Prince Aaron Medina Mata in the 50cc 2-stroke 70cc 4-stroke class, Ivan Rosarin in the 50cc 2-stroke 70cc single-speed class, Nigel Ivan Torre in the Junior MX65 class, Jasmine Howe in the ladies class, Jessie Laganga in the beginners KSA class, Janine Alipoon in the celebrity class, Julie Mendoza in the local open enduro class, Jasper Jig Marceliana in the beginners open production class, Abraham Gonzalez in the Clean Fuel OAS class, and Carl Reyes Celestino in the novice production class. Alan Uy reigned supreme in the second round of the 2022 Manila Sports Club Miata Spec Series held at the Clark International Speedway. Alan Uy topped the Shell Pro class and overall class in both races 3 and 4 of the MSC Miata Spec Series. Tyson C. joined Alan on the Race 2 podium in 2nd with Angie King in 3rd. Angie King stepped up to 2nd in Race 4 in Shell Pro class and overall, with Paul Perez claiming the last spot on the podium in 3rd. Jaime Miguel Almario topped the GT Radial Novice class in Race 3, joined on the podium by Dino Imperial in 2nd and Kirk Baltazar in 3rd. Windy Imperial was the sole finisher in the Race 3 Rota Masters class. Race 4 saw Javier Toledo taking the checkered flag, with Jaime Miguel Almario dropping to 2nd and Kirk Baltazar back in 3rd. Race 4 also saw Windy Imperial winning the duel with Lito Ignacio in the Rota Masters class. Howie Base bested chief rival Estefano Rivera at the 8th leg of the Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series at the Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga. Former Slalom King Milo Rivera showed up and finished 3rd fastest overall. Rounding out the top 6 overall are Pecto Pakutkot in 4th and Ron's Yuzon in 5th and Rod Chang in 6th. Novice competitor Austin Sarmiento ruled the rear-wheel production category, relegating Joseph Ortega down to 2nd. But Dr. JB Polentan was the quickest novice in the round. September witnessed 4 rounds of 2022 ROK GP Superkarting Series races over 2 days at the Carmona Racetrack. In round 4, Bernardo Scorpina topped the 11-lap ROK Junior race, while Miguel Quinones ruled the Senior Master Veteran 15-lap race. Bernardo Scorpino also topped the ROK Junior race in round 5. Gabriel Carag was first across the finish line in the round 5 of ROK Senior Master Veteran class. Craig Berdos held off the challenge of Andretti Santos to rule the 9-lap Cadet Novice Expert Club race. Will Christian Lucas dominated the intermediate club race in round 6 while Bernardo Scorpino topped the ROK Junior category. Miguel Quinones finished first in the round 6 ROK Senior Master Veteran race. Round 6 also saw the 9-lap Mini Rock race won by Arquina Therese Santos winning. In the Cadet Novice Expert Club race, Andretti Santos bested both Rich Mark Young and Craig Berdos for the round 6 win. The round 7 intermediate club race was ruled by Will Christian Lucas. In the same round, Arquina Therese Santos ruled the Mini Rock race.
The third quarter is done. A busy but exciting quarter for motorsports for sure, both for racers and spectators. Please stay tuned. The final quarter was just as busy and exciting.
This Motoring Today year-end special episode is brought to you by Prudential Guarantee, Suzuki Philippines, and Toyota Motor Philippines.
Kung ika'y naghahanap ng truck na game sumabak, Travis ang asahan sa maraming haputan. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problem sa delivery. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problem sa delivery. Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis.
Transcend your business with the Isuzu Travis. Inquire now at any Isuzu dealership near you.
Welcome back to our year-end special on the year that was in motorsport, with the industry enjoying the prospect of a full return to normalcy. After a hectic third quarter comes a fourth that is just as busy and thrilling as championships of various series are being decided.
Perfecto Pakutkod proved fastest at round 7 of the 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship Series held at the R13 Drift Track in San Simon, Pampanga. Richard Gallardo was a very close second, with Ron Zizon ending up third fastest overall. Rounding out the top 5 overall are Rod Chang in 4th and Martina Sofia Munoz in 5th. Richard Gallardo was quickest in the open category, with Rod Chang in 2nd and Ron Zizon 3rd. James Matthew Hizon 4th and Martina Sofia Munoz 5th. Martina Sofia Munoz was the fastest novice. Inigo Anton won 2 of the 3 races held during round 2 of the Radical SR1 Cup Championship at the Batangas Racing Circuit. Anton topped races 1 and 2, with Tyson C. and Stefan Ramirez finishing 2nd and 3rd respectively in both races. Anton missed out on a hat-trick after Tyson C. managed to sneak in on a win in the 3rd race. The Phenom still finished 2nd ahead of Stefan Ramirez back in 3rd. Estefano Rivera, Russell Reyes, and Topher Tejada earned the privilege of competing for Team Toyota PH at the Asian Regional Rounds of the GRGT Cup with their performance in the Toyota Gazoo Racing Gran Turismo Cup Philippines. Estefano Rivera emerged as Sporting Class Champion with Russell Reyes as runner-up, while Topher Tejada was champion of the promotional class. The trio were to compete against some of the best e-racers from Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, and Thailand during the Asia Regional Rounds. The second round of the Motocross Invitational Series again drew hordes of young amateurs to the Clean Fuel Motocross Park in Silang, Cavite to compete in the National Junior Motocross Series, as well as veterans and professional riders competing in the higher categories. Round 2 saw Jared Kane Pumaren topping the 50cc Junior KSA class, while Draymond Principe ruled the 50cc starter shaft drive single-speed automatic category. Uno Baltao won the 50cc 2-stroke 70cc 4-stroke starter chain drive single-speed class race, while Andre Principe finished first in the Junior MX50 2-stroke 70cc 4-stroke single-speed open category. Ivan Del Rosario turned the tables on Andre to win the Junior MX65 race. Carl Reyes Celestino topped the 85cc 2-stroke, 150cc 4-stroke production category. In the other categories, Mia Villalon ruled the ladies class. Alonso Alcruz was best among KSA beginners. Daniela Bucu topped the celebrity ladies class. Other winners included PJ Bermudez in the local Open Enduro, Jasper Jig Marceliana in the beginners Open production, Norman Moreno in the veterans B class, Abraham Gonzalez in the OAS Clean Fuel class, Jasper Jig Marceliana in the novice Open production, Jolet Howe in the expert veterans class, and Kent San Andres in the Stacy C class. Rod Chang topped the overall category of Round 8 of the 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship Series held at Robinson Santa Rosa. Chang just beat by 100th of a second Richard Gallardo, who came in second overall. Third fastest overall was Ron Suzon, who came within a second off Gallardo's time. Rounding out the top 5 in the overall category were Martina Sofia Munoz and Benedict Perico. Richard Gallardo was quickest in the open category. Martina Sofia Munoz was the quickest in the novice category. James Matthew Hizon second and Joren Hill Umali third. Rounding out the top 5 among novices were Pogs Haranilla in 4th and Romel Aguilera in 5th. The first Drift Motor Speedway Battle of the Car Clubs drew more than 20 car clubs to the Drift Motor Speedway in Taytay, Rizal for a friendly karting competition. Each car club was represented by respective officers during the karting competition held in the new indoor track of Drift Motor Speedway at the Valley Fair Town Center along Ortigas Avenue Extension. Roland de Guzman, president of We Drive, emerged on top of the podium with Jofel Concepcion, founder of Civic X-Rated, in second, and John Arvin Reyes of the Avanza Club Pilipinas in third. Howie Base of PMMS Rennsport Racing Team edged Slalom King title rival Estefano Rivera in another tight duel at the 9th leg of Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series held at Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga. Base and Rivera both set the quickest overall time of 62.94 seconds in Heat 1, but the young Paui was quicker in the tie-breaking Heat 2, setting a time of 62.96, 6/10 faster than Estefano's time of 63.56. Base also topped the front wheel category. Third overall was Rod Chang, fourth was Austin Sarmiento, and Martina Sofia Munoz was fifth with 67.50, just ahead of July Dionson in sixth with 68.91. Austin Sarmiento scored a double victory with a time of 65.65, which was quickest in both the rear wheel production class and the novice overall class. Organizers of the 2022 Clean Fuel National Junior Motocross Series released the official point standings in various classes following results of the second round of the competition held in the Clean Fuel Motocross Park in Silang, Cavite. Jared Kane J. Pumaren leads the standings in the 50cc Junior KSA class with 100 points. Ivan Del Rosario lies on top of the standings in the 65cc 12 years and below category with 92. In the 85cc 2-stroke 1SOCC 4-stroke class, it's Carlos Reyes Celestino atop the standings with 100 points. Andre Principe rules the Junior MX SO 2-stroke class for riders 19-year-old and below with 97 points. Draymond Principe leads the point standings with 75 points in the SOCC starter shaft single-speed automatic class for 18 years old and below. Prince Aaron Medina Mata sits on top of the standings of the SOCC 2-stroke 70cc 4-stroke class with 94 points. Leading the championship points race in other classes are Antonio Alcruz in the beginners KSA class with 82, Francis Quico Bautista in the beginners open production class with 97, Jolet Howe in the expert veterans class with 100, Hasmin Howe on their 24 years old and below ladies class with 97, Randy Diao in the novice open production class with 87, Abraham Gonzalez in the OAS Clean Fuel class with 100 points, Ken San Andres in the Stacy's class with 25, and Beji Bukag in the Veterans B class for 40 years old and above with 95 points. Estefano Rivera stopped Paui Base's win streak by ruling the 10th leg of the 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series held at Robinson's Place, Antipolo. Paui Base was a close second overall. Third fastest overall was Rod Chang. Rounding out the top 6 are July Dionson in 4th, Ian Castro in 5th, and Joseph Ortego in 6th. July Dionson also set the novice overall best time. Estefano Rivera set the stage for a winner-take-all duel for the Slalom King title with Paui Basa during the final round of the 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series. This was after Estefano bagged both the overall and front wheel category best time of day during the 11th round of the Slalom Series held at Robinson's Place, Antipolo. Paui was second quickest overall during the penultimate round of the Slalom Series, with Austin Sarmiento in third, Rod Chang in fourth, JP Polintan fifth, and July Dionson sixth. Austin Sarmiento was the quickest novice while setting the production rear wheel best time of the day.
Well, just as advertised, the fourth quarter ended a year that saw motorsports heading back to normal. Please remain with us. We'll wrap up this year-end special after this final commercial break. This Motoring Today year-end special episode is brought to you by Prudential Guarantee, Suzuki Philippines, and Toyota Motor Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies Motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Welcome back. Thank you for being with us for this special and for the whole year of our coverage of motorsports as well. It's been a fun and exciting year for both racers and motorsports fans, with more racing series holding a full season of competition. Slalom, autocross, rally sprint, rallycross, karting, even e-racing. One Make E-Race has also had a great year. That was the Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup, the Miata Spec Series. The Formula V1 Challenge. Making such a splash is the 2022 Radical SR1 Series.
Well, motocross racing has also found a new home that would only make them help surge in popularity. Also, hometown heroes are making their presence felt on the regional and global stage. With sponsors coming back out to support events, teams, and racers, motorsports can be said to be truly back. And many are already excited for the prospect of even better things for motorsports in 2023.
On that note, we thank you for joining us on another year that was in motorsports. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here's wishing you all a happy holidays and
Happy motoring.